Back on the SportsMax Zone, continuing with our cricket discussion, and on the Skype line with us now is Marlon Nathaniel Samuels, hero for the West Indies in their T20 ICC World Cup triumph last year. Just over a year ago that would be, or approximately. Marlon, great to have you on the SportsMax Zone, talking to us all the way from Pakistan?
No, I'm in Dubai.
Or you're in Dubai. What's happening in Dubai with Marlon Samuels?
Well, I came here a little bit late, but I'm in the PSL now.
And how is that going so far?
Well, it's going good so far. I have a game in another couple of days, so definitely looking forward for that one.
Yeah, the West Indies selectors naming a training squad for the ODIs coming up against England, and you're not in it. We understand that you're not too pleased about that.
No, it have nothing to do that I'm not too pleased about it.
So what's your reaction?
My reaction is a situation where I don't think the public or the Caribbean know my side of the story, which I keep my side of the story very close about what's been happening with me and West Indies. And West Indies, would I say board, because it was always an individual that coming to speak to me. So I'm not gonna call his name. I'm gonna save that for next time. I'm not gonna let out everything right now. But while I was playing in the series in Dubai, I have asked. I had a talk about the retainer, because I see they put out that I turned down the retainer. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, they put out in the paper all over the news that I turned down a retainer. This is a situation with the retainer. I had a dialogue in Barbados with a particular person, and we were talking about the work that I'm doing and the runs that I scored. I scored almost 1,000 international runs last year. Plenty people wouldn't know that. So we were talking about improving my retainer from 135 to 150. So the person said, okay, no problem. He's gonna get back. He's gonna get back to me. He's gonna talk to his fellow mates, and he's gonna get back to me. So he get back to me in 2 weeks or 3 weeks time and say to me, yes, you have helped us to win a World Cup. You've been scoring some one-day hundreds. Not doing so well in the test matches. Oh, I'm fine with that. But we cannot give you 150. We can't keep you at 135. We can offer you 115. So I said, no problem. I have a contract to go to Bangladesh. That individual say that they have no problem for me to go to Bangladesh. But if I take the retainer at 115, I cannot go to Bangladesh. What I'm going for Bangladesh is 2 times the amount what I'm getting for a deduction in my retainer. So I take the other route. So I go to Bangladesh, no problem. So I'm back here now. So they invest in my bowling, send me to England. Send me to England to do my bowling. I didn't pay for my bowling. ICC didn't pay for my bowling. It's the West Indies Cricket Board that pay for my bowling. So they invest in my bowling for me to come back to bowl against England. Now I'm gonna hear that I have to stay and play all the Super 50 games. I'm playing for Leeward Island, and if you could talk to the manager for the Leeward Island team, I play for Leeward Island, and I actually before I reach, I actually told them that whatever I'm playing for, if I'm playing 3-4 games, I want them to find a particular school and give the money that I'm playing in these first class games to the school in Antigua. So I'm not even benefit from those 50 over games. So they said I have to play all the games. So I said, no problem. So if you invest in my bowling, and at this stage, I'm not 20. So you're still telling me to continue to miss out and everything. So why can't you compromise? Why can't I come and play some game in the PSL and come back and play against England?
So as it stands, based on your understanding then, Marlon, you did not qualify for selection because you didn't play enough Super 50 games. Is that my understanding. And was that clearly communicated beforehand, or was that a sudden bit of information that hit you in Antigua?
No, that wasn't a sudden bit of information, you know. Because they tell me that if I'm not playing all the 50 over games, then basically I won't be up for selection. So I asked for my NOC, and I'm here playing in the PSL.
So Marlon, if it is that the person with whom you spoke in Barbados has executive power, why is it that you were so unclear as to what precisely you had to satisfy in order to get the support that you wanted from in the form of the increased retainer from the WICB?
Unclear in terms of what do you mean by unclear?
No man, remember now, based on what you've said, 270 to go to Bangladesh. That's what the value of that contract was. And you're saying that rather than increase you from the 135, they actually said, all right, a reduction. Then it is that they paid for your bowling. So you were under the impression that since they invested in your bowling, you would come back reasonably for England. But no, that is not the case. So that is where the lack of clarity comes, because you weren't quite sure, based on what you are saying, of what precisely you needed to do to be eligible for England.
Well, first and foremost, what I'm saying now is that the rule that they have, I don't think it's making any sense. You have to compromise. Owen Morgan is playing in the PSL. He played a couple of games and he's playing the 3 games for England. So why can't West Indies board compromise? Why play hardball and everything?
But you know, Marlon, you say that you won't call the name, and fine, we won't press you on that. But based on what you're saying, clearly the person with whom you spoke in Barbados has executive power. So is it that person put down something to you in writing to say, okay, Marlon, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you have to do. I'm going to take it back and get clearance, but you can hold on to this as something legitimate. Is that what happened, or was it just word of mouth?
Just word of mouth. Just word of mouth as usual. And I've been through it many times. I've been through it going to play in the IPL. I've been through it a million times. But remember, I show some loyalty. So what I expect from that individual is just a little bit of loyalty. Loyalty in terms of I'm the only one from 2000 still here, sticking around, playing for West Indies. I have no problem doing that because I was playing Test, T20, and ODI. And I'm on a retainer. So I'm playing all 3 plus a retainer. So I say, you know what? I'm going to have a long international career and continue to represent West Indies because this is where I started. And West Indies make everybody else know me in the world. So I don't have a problem with that. But when I'm going to come to you, when I'm going to do my interview and say, I'm finished with Test cricket, and you tell me that if I take the retainer, I can't go to Bangladesh, but if I take the retainer, you can go. And I'll be playing ODI and T20 now. So you expect me to live on the same rules and regulation when I'm under a retainer and when I'm not under a retainer?
Marlon, answer me this. We're going to a break. I want you to stay with us, but just answer me this. Do you believe that the individual with whom you spoke in Barbados actually took the decision back to discuss it with his colleagues, or he just came back to you and gave you his own personal verdict on the matter? What do you think?
Very interesting. That is very interesting, but I'm still working with what this person said, because me and this person in dialogue right through, back and forth, non-stop. So whatever this person come and say to me, this is what I have to take.
Hold on for us, Marlon Samuels. Don't go anywhere. Taking a quick break. Come right back with more. It's a SportsMax Zone. We're talking with the West Indies batsman, Marlon Samuels.